In today's Dripper Drown episode, we're going to be customizing the Ubermacht Cypher since it's claimable from the salvage yard if you do one of the robberies. But of course, before we can do that, we have to go over the vote totals from last week's Dripper Drown episode, which was of the Pegasi Torero XO, and we went for a wacky build with a bumper delete. And I think it turned out pretty good, but of course, you guys are the ones who have the voice here. You guys have the power. And in a not very surprising victory, 177 to 47, this vehicle was deemed drip worthy. That was easy. I know I'm being a little cocky, but I just knew this one was gonna do well. I knew it was gonna do well because it's so like unorthodox. Whoever does this to their Torero XO. But my God, am I happy with this. This looks so cool, man. I think the rim choice also carried. The rim choice was fire. So we're gonna take this on a victory lap over to the garage where the Cypher is stored, and then we'll start our customizations. All right, fellas, here we are in Los Santos Customs. We're gonna start customizing right away. We've got armor and brakes, and we have 13 front bumpers. This one does have a lot of customization because it is a tuner's vehicle. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff to play with here. I'm kind of liking the primary wedge splitter, maybe the secondary one. It's currently in black. You can see that little trimming ever so slightly there. We're gonna change the colors, hopefully make it look cool. On the rear bumper, I think we're gonna try to do the same, but maybe not with the rake looking thing. I kind of like the rake. I think it looks pretty menacing, but I could also see like this one just looks really clean. Oh, I am really at a loss here. Let's just, oh God, I don't know. I kind of like the GT bumper. I'm personally a fan of the GT bumper. Let's go with that for now. That is always subject to change, but we'll continue to look through the other parts of the car. Right now we've got the fenders. We can wide body that. Oh, there's bolted options as well. And I'm thinking the bolted options might be the way to go, just because if you just add the fenders on, it already looks out of place. Like it already, I don't know, the lines don't connect well and it stops early, and I don't know why Rockstar did those things. So carbon bolted fenders, I don't know about that one. But the primary bolted fenders we can do. We could go for some sort of, you know, more aggressive build similar to the Torero XO that we just did, but you know, obviously there's no bumper deleting here, so it's just gonna be more, I don't know what you even want to call it, scrappy. We'll see though, no promises. It very much depends on whatever else there is on the car. For the diffuser, I actually liked the secondary winged diffuser. That one looks pretty nice. It wraps around the car well, kind of closes the gap a little bit even. And then engine, oh, we'll come back to the engine for sure. We're gonna do, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything on the engine yet. For the grill, we can add some bars to the front. We can even add a mesh. We can make it pretty clean with a mesh, I think. Secondary dashed grill. I like vertical. I think the vertical ones look so menacing. Primary shark grill, secondary shark grill. I think that's what I want to go for. Not 100% sure yet. The mesh also isn't too bad, but we have to find some way to remove one of the logos. Oh, we could also go for a really clean build. I think really clean cars always have like a chrome vertical shark grill kind of thing, like the Cypher has here. We've got the goggles for the headlights. We've got, what do we have for the hood options here? Oh, we have the ridged hood. That one looks amazing. The performance hood also does not look too bad. That's scrappy for sure. We could even do a carbon hood. I don't hate it. Well, yeah, I kind of do. It's so thick up here at the front, and then I don't know what's going on here. The corner gets clipped, and then the corner is also clipped back here. So not the greatest looking thing. Race fins are all right. I've never really been a big fan of race fins. I like the performance hood, I think that one looks nice, or this, but the performance hood seems like it fits the vibe of the Cypher. For the hood catches, we don't necessarily need them, but if we're going for something scrappy, we could definitely use them. It's a shame the blue ones don't match up. That's very sad. But I think something like these I think are pretty scrappy. You know what? Before we continue on, let's look at the liveries. What do we have here? We have some lines, just black and white lines. We've got some side Cypher liveries. We've got red pin stripes. Not really what I think when it comes to BMW. The Yogari Shima. There's a theme here. There's a theme. Out of curiosity, I know we literally just did Yogari Shima. I'm curious. You can't blame me for being curious. After the last car, after the way that one turned out, wait. It doesn't even match this time. I think it was stone silver last time. What? That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Now the stone silver doesn't match up with the Yoga Arashima livery. This is weird, man. Okay, I think we're gonna dump that livery then. Then how do we make this scrappier? We could go for like a race car Cypher, Team Zero. Not too bad, not too bad. The black, I could kind of see the black stripes as well. It's not my favorite. It really just depends on what we do for the color. But with the white currently, I have a vision. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so the white stays. That's very interesting. That's so weird to look at, man. We could just do a white Cypher. Is that boring? I feel like that's been done. That's the only thing. A diamond blue could look kind of cool. It's kind of a fusion between the blue and the white. I feel like dark blue. I want to try dark blue in the Cypher. I think the Cypher looks so good. But then is there a livery that can support it? Because honestly, I'm not loving any of these liveries too much. So we might have to go for a cleaner build. I just think a clean Cypher is going to look way too boring. Can we change the carbon on the skirts there? We cannot. Okay, so if the carbon's going to stay, I think that means we're going to have to go for something a little more race car-like. I'm not entirely opposed, but that means we just should start considering those in our builds. Primary ducktail, I actually am very much a fan of. How big can our wings get? Not very big. Wow. Not very big at all. Low level wing is the highest we can go. So in that case, I think we're going to go with the primary wedge ducktail or, oh, wait. That one hangs off a little far back, and there's the primary ducktail. You know what? I actually like the one that hangs off a little more. I think it looks a little more natural from the side. The suspension, of course, we are going to drop that down all the way. Transmission max out, turbo tuned. For the vents, oh, that's really interesting. We can get some secondary vents on there. I think we should go for secondary. I think that's the wave. We could do carbon for sure. We could do carbon and then make it all like race car like. I don't know if I want to go all race car like. We can do a foundation of maybe blue with gold rims. I think that would look pretty cool. Wild wagons definitely don't look too bad with all the bolts and stuff. Seems a little small for the car. I feel like it's got to be able to show off its rims. Like the bigger the wheels, the better they look. I mean, Forge Star looks kind of insane. Forge Star, Modern Mesh, these look absolutely wicked. Ice Storm's not really a fan. Regular cheetahs look kind of insane on this car. The cheetahs definitely are putting in work. I think I like the Modern Mesh rims. And we can do those either in a black or like a gold or bronze or something. I'm kind of thinking a gold is going to look incredible. It looks good. It looks good. We definitely have to change the livery. Livery's killing it in a bad way, So we could just do dark blue. The thing is, this part is going to stay carbon. This part is going to stay carbon. So now it just like, can't really go for a clean build on this, I think. So scrappier is better, and in that case I think we might just go back to white. Oh my god, gasoline green. I kind of landed on that by accident, but maybe there's something here for gasoline green. Still not really, to be honest. I don't know. It just doesn't look good. I like the Team Zero racing. I think we're gonna make this in a white. There's so many things I want to try with this car, so many color combos that I think we could go with that would look good. Maybe we don't need a livery. Maybe we just need to go for something and change the secondary color. Like let's just make the secondary color white, for example. Scrap the livery, change the mirrors to probably be primary color. I think that looks the most natural. And all of a sudden the car doesn't look that bad. It still looks a little standard, which is not what I'm hoping to do. I kind of want to do what I did with the Sentinel XS in the customization battle that came up recently. And that was just, it was white. It was white. It had a livery similar to Zero Racing. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? Doesn't that look so good? It's the same shade of white, right? Yeah, it's definitely ice white. And then we can do, you know, a glossier pearlescent of some kind. Maybe even diamond blue. Diamond blue to give it that slightly blue tint. The trim color, we can make that probably not white. That's too much white. We could do gold on the interior, or we could do red. I think red looks super cool. I think grace red, that's nice. Gold interior to match the rims. Oh, that's bronze, close enough. Bronze is not bad. I think I like the bronze a little more than the red. So we're gonna go for bronze. And then the accent color, not that it matters. Oh, that is nightmare fuel, man. Oh my god, Jesus. For the accent color, we can just put that in a light blue, match the outside. For the roof, we've got some roof fins. We could put that in carbon. I think this one, the racing fin, Like, I'm just a fan. Oh, you know what? The singular shark fin is what it comes in by default. Okay, I think I like this one a little more. It's just smaller. Like, the other one's so fat, the regular fin. And then for the roof, oh, that looks so awful. Carbon roof looks so awful, man. There's an inset one, right? Yep, there we go. Inset roof. Beautiful. For the spoiler, I think we can go bigger on the spoiler. I think we just do the carbon low-level wing. I don't like the white on the outside. I think carbon just matches since there's so much carbon elsewhere in the car. Skirts, bumpers. This one, it just, I don't know. It's not big enough for me. It's not cutting it. The super ducktail actually doesn't look too bad. I actually really like the super ducktail in the primary color. Then we get the livery extension and we get like a ducktail and it's big for a race car. Okay. That looks pretty nice. Sun strips, we could extend the livery ever so slightly, but that covers, I don't know, I feel like it makes the windshield way too small. So we're going to skip out on that. Windows, we'll give it a light smoke. And then engine, we actually have not covered at all. So I think we give it a red engine. Red with the exposed covers looks pretty cool if you ask me. Engine tunes maxed out. Fittings, which is just the strut bar. We'll do the triangulated strut brace. I think that one looks pretty cool. Oh, there's rally bars. Very interesting. They look too big, too heavy. And then for the exhaust, we can change those two titaniums. I think that's going to look pretty cool. I think the pipes look better on this one as opposed to the ovals, even though I'm a bigger fan of ovals. Like the titanium. Going back to the grill, it was the secondary grill that we picked, and I still think it's a good option. It just looks right. For the headlights, we could go red on those. I think they just look like weird tinted glasses, so I'm not going to go for them. For the steering wheel, we can make it all race car like, so let us go for a Formula Professional. On the dash, we'll go for a carbon interior. Oh, race styles. Do the lightweight carbon panels. Go for a race interior as well. Seats, we can make those carbon and still make them look comfy with the carbon tuner seats, I think. Carbon tuner seats, boom. And it's got the red striping. Perfect. Lastly, we can add a roll cage, but we're going to skip out on that. Lights, we will, you know what? I actually think the white lights look better, not the xenons. And then the neon, we'll just add a front neon for the handling, since this is supposed to be a race car and will be used as a race car. The liveries on this car really are they're just not good. They're just not good. That's a little unfortunate. I think this is cool though. This is cool. Is it a little basic? Perhaps. Slap on a USA plate. We could do it in white. It's got red, white, and blue on it. Doesn't stand out much at all. I think it's fine. Lastly is the secondary color. I think we could change the secondary color to something else. You know, a red perhaps. Like a Torino red to try to match the outside. It looks a little wonky. In which case we can go check out the blue, which is probably also going to be unsuccessful. Even with ultra blue, it's just not the right color. I think white is our best bet. Like, it looks clean, it's even, it's symmetrical, still gives us the highlights that we need. I think the white is fine, honestly. And the skirts, that's the last thing that we need to do. Oh, that one's kind of cool. The super skirts. I don't know why it's shaped like that and why it kind of dips below the fender, but, well, that was weird. That was super weird. I think just this, the extended skirt, but it's so big. The amount of carbon there is so much. Oddly enough, I still think the secondary super skirt is the best looking one, just because it's got the right amount of highlight that we need. So that's what we're going to go for. That's our build. Before we pull up, I feel like we could do deep flake reverses for our rims. These, I don't know, they both look good. Whatever. We're doing modded meshes. I'm pulling out. This is final. And stepping into the light, that looks beautiful. It just looks beautiful. It's the Cypher. It's a pretty good looking car already. The build, I'm not a huge fan of the customization on this car. In my opinion, this is still pushing it to its limit. Like, it's given us a theme that we can work with. The Yogari Shima, unfortunately, it was a no-go on this one because you can't actually match the color, unlike the Torero XO, where the primary color and the livery actually matched. It's just stone silver. So this was the other option that I was thinking of going for. Very similar to the Sentinel XS. If you guys are curious on what I'm talking about, I'll link it in the description below. It's on Harmden's channel. You guys can check that out. But overall, I'm happy with it, you know? Like, this is actually my first Cypher, and I'm cool with keeping it like this. I feel like there's potential to do better out there. I just haven't found it. Wasn't in this episode of Jip or Drown. That being said, it's still not too shabby looking. It looks like a race car. It's got nice looking pieces. They all work well together. But of course, it's up to you guys. It's in your hands. The power's in your guys' hands. You have the voice. In the comment section below, you can vote on Drip or Drown, depending on if you want me to sell the vehicle or not. And then stay tuned for next week's episode, in which I will go over the results, and we may potentially sell the car. You'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, be sure to drop a like if you guys enjoy the video while you're also voting. Comment down below and let me know what kind of cars you would like to see for the next Drip or Drown episode. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. And that's about it. Until next time, take care. Peace.